Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, today we will discuss about something from MA English. So I will tell you about how to write reference to the context RTC. So this lecture will give you something very important, that how to write a reference to the context, and I have tried my best to write all the dramas which reference to the context, because reference and context are the same and the explanation would be different. So I have written the reference to the context for each drama, so that you can understand it how to write a reference to the context, because the people who are doing MA English as a private student, they have much problem to write reference to the context. So I today I have tried to write reference to the context one by one, the play you have used used the play, your drama you have, and you in your course syllabus you I have tried to do this thing. So jump to the first slide, that is Oedipus Rex. So general context are concluded remark in explanation given the passage from the drama. So how would you write? References there. These lines have been taken from Oedipus Rex written by Sophocles. Context, what would be the whole context? If you have some line from Oedipus Rex, you would write something like that. Oedipus Rex is one of the three plays known as the Theban plays. It is about the fate of Theban family of Oedipus and his children. It deals with the theme of insecurity of human happiness, lack of wisdom to solve the problem of destiny. The play brings out the tragedy, dignity of human determination and willpower of men. Oedipus faces the tragic end because of hamartia. Ironically, he becomes a victim of Oedipus' complex. This play highlights the concept of Greek drama, art of an ideal tragic hero. The writer has presented his concept of religion and philosophy in the play. The present lines have been connection with the development of main theme of the story. So you can start with your context, something like that, and references already given, and then you have to explain the line which is given in your paper, and you can conclude with this remarks in last paragraph. You can also explain explain in the last paragraph in your own word. For our reference from the Oedipus text by Sophocles, you can conclude this paragraph, you can culminate this paragraph, such as the writer has beautifully composed the drama. It is okay, and the writer has beautifully composed the drama. It is perfect work of dramatic art. There is a creative power which is unique in his history of drama as far as the presentation of the irony of fate in connected is concerned. The writers master the art of giving multicolored moods, situations, and personalities. That is why the play is very interesting. Beside musical effects, there is a dramatic economy of the most appealing type of the given lines. So these are the how to write a reference to the context from the beginning and as well as ending. The 3 or 4 line I have left, then you can write also explanation what the line is given to you. So this is RTC from the Oedipus text, and next drama is also there. So jump to the next drama, that is Othello by the William Shakespeare. General context something like that आपने इसी तरह ही देना है. Referring to the context, these lines have been taken from the poem Othello written by William Shakespeare. The context, William Shakespeare is a great dramatist. He composed many great tragic dramas, and Othello is splendid tragedy. It reminds us that the Shakespeare conceived tragedy as a concern with the ruin or destruction of the life of a man and his soul. In many cases, it shows the struggle between good and evil. It is tragedy of character. We find misunderstanding, hypocrisy, dishonesty, and jealousy, hatred, and self-deception. We find love and power of the motive of a main character in the drama. It is kind of domestic tragedy having element of racial prejudice and enmity. The action is catastrophic, and Othello depends upon the intrigues. The given line has been connection with the main story and the theme of the drama. So you can also start the context, all the context which you have learned from ओथेलो, you can write something. आप जितने भी लाइंस आपको ओथेलो में से आएंगी आप उसकी जो बिगनिंग जो है ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. देन एक्सप्लेनेशन में से है जो आपको लाइंस दी गई हैं उसने अपने अकॉर्डिंग आप लिखें, और फिर उन लाइंस को लिखने के बाद जो है कैसे आप लास्ट पैराग्राफ जो है इसको कंक्लूड कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि वी फाइंड आर्टिस्टिक स्किल इन द कंपोजिशन ऑफ ओथेलो. William Shakespeare has used beautiful language and diction. We find the concreteness and separation of the image of the word. The given lines remind us perfection of style. There is a rhythm and sensuous image in the given line. There is order and harmony in the given line. So it will be a complete reference to the context from the Othello. So jump to the next one. Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. So how would you write? Quick reference and context are the same. These lines have been taken from Dr. Faustus, written by Christopher Marlowe. Context, what would be the context of every line which you taken from Dr. Faustus? The Dr. Faustus is a masterpiece of Christopher Marlowe. Dr. Faustus stands for every man. The mystery of life is alluring. The story of Mr. Faustus, Dr. Faustus reminds us that there is ever present in the man a desire and the temptation to see the invisible, to conquer the infinite, to attain the impossible, to reach that would beyond the grasp. Dr. Faustus meet his tragedy, and due to these things, the pivotal issue of the religious and moral, the Dr. Faustus wants to attain superhuman power at any cost. He surrenders his soul to the devil. We find conflict between the conscience and passion. Christopher Marlowe concluded the energies on the delineations of the period of the proud of life and terrible death of a man, because he revolts against the eternal law of his own nature and the world. The given line have connection with the main themes and the story of the drama. देन उसके बाद आपने एक्सप्लेनेशन लिखनी है जो लाइन्स आपको दी गई हैं, और उनको फ़ौरन लिखने के बाद आपने जो है उसको कंक्लूजन ये करनी है. द गिवन लाइन रिमाइंड द क्रिस्टोफर मार्लो वाज अ ग्रेट लिरिकल पोएट हु कैरीड with him a unique conception of man and life. And there is a grace, beauty, wit, and fancy. Marlowe mighty lines as his work blank verse, and with a new vigor, force, and the fire to suit the heroic themes. Marlowe genius work wander in the given lines. So you can write something, you can conclude, you can culminate the your explanation with these lines. So the next drama, the next play is The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. So how would you write your reference and context? आपने reference और context किस तरह लिखना है? These lines have been taken from The Importance of Being Earnest, written by the Oscar Wilde. What would be the context? Importance of Being Earnest is a famous comedy with the serious purpose. It is a splendid work of dramatic art. Oscar Wilde beautifully presented thematic concern in the drama. He has presented various love affairs in the manner in which their fulfillment is achieved. Apart from rich comedy for the spectator, serious people can get some food from thought from the drama. There is serious element about the snobbish women and corruption in the English society. We find satirical attack on the social snobbery, class consciousness, and greed for money is fashionable society. The given lines have been connection with the main story and the theme of the drama. Then you can write your explanation according to the line which is given in your paper, and then you can culminate your lines with these lines. So we find artistic skill in the composition of Importance of Being Earnest. The writer has used beautifully dictions, sentences, dialogue, and sequence of event. We find witty dialogues. The play is comedy of dialogue. There are witty remarks that create humor and amusement. The language is very interesting. So you can complete your reference to the context with the ending lines. So the last one, The Winter Tales by the William Shakespeare. So you can write reference to context according to these lines. These lines have been taken from The Winter Tales written by William Shakespeare. What would be the context? The Winter Tales is more romance romance, then comedy. There are interesting themes in the drama, such as theme of jealousy, repentance, and forgiveness, the theme of friendship, and the theme of growth. Shakespeare presents the whole tragic pattern from prosperity to destruction, then regeneration, and still freer prosperity. The first half of the play is tragic, and the second half of the comic bring reconciliation. The given line is have connection with the main story of the drama. Then you can write the every lines which is taken from the winter tales. You can start the context something like that. Then you can write your explanation, 4 to 5 line, 7 line. Then you can conclude with these lines. The language of the winter tales is highly figurative and graphic. It is the style is perfect. The sentences are close packed. There is a contrast imagery. The given line remind us there is a variety of meter in the play. Beautiful diction has been used by the Shakespeare. The given lines highlights that Shakespeare was a genius writer and perfect artist. Very just. So you can write something like that, and then you can conclude it. You are referring to the context. Thank you so much for watching my channel. So today I have tried my best to present you the reference to the context from the drama in part 1. If you have any drama, if you have any lines from any book, in these 5 dramas you can write the reference to the context from here, and you must edit something from the for your explanation what the line is given in your paper. So this is a attempt for those people who are doing English as a private student. It would be very useful for them. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Allah Hafiz. I will hope you will write me if you have any suggestion. Assalamu alaikum.